So for this problem, there's several aspects that can actually be quite helpful. So I'm going to use the pen to help me out. And one of them is if I draw in these lines, segments that I'm drawing, what I can see is that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colored parallelograms. So if I think about the color is 8 parallelograms. So if I can find the area of 1, I just have to multiply it by 8 to get all the area covered by the parallelogram. So a parallelogram I know is base times height. So that's 1 unit by my height goes to the opposite side, that height there. That's 1 by 2. So I know that there's 8 of them and that each of them is 1 by 2, which would mean that that's 8 times the 2 square inches, which means that I have 16 square inches of the color piece of this banner. Now from there I can do one of two things. I can realize that the total banner is 4 by 12, which means it's 48, so the white has to be 32 square inches. Or if I wanted to, I can reset this. Okay, and I can realize what I have is a whole bunch of triangles here that are also identical. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I draw the line down through here, 7, I have 8 triangles that are identical. And if I think about the base and the height, so here's the base, which is 4 by 2, which means 1/2 of 4 by 2 means that each of these, you can think about 8 triangles, 1/2 of a 4 by 2. This would give me 8 times 4 square inches, which is 32 square inches. So I can either use the idea that I have to add up to the entire rectangle, or I could find the white separately by finding the 8 triangles as well. Now I know the cost per inch of the color is $2, and I know the cost per square inch of the white space is 50 cents. So if I want to figure out my cost, I know that it will be the 16 square inches times the $2. So the cost for the color is $32. And then I know the cost for my white would be the 32 square inches times the 50 cents per square inch, which would be $16. So I know that my total cost would equal the cost of the color, $32, plus the cost of the white, $16, which would be a total of $48. All right, so that's the first question. So I know it's a 4 by 12 and it costs $48. Now I get to the second one, and everything grows. So if I want to, it says now I'm going to 16 by 36. So let's just start here. This is 4 by 12, right? And this was, we just calculated to be $48. Now, if I think about going now to a 16 by 36, one way to think about that is to think about how many of these little rectangles would be needed going down and across. Because how much am I multiplying my length by and how much am I multiplying my width by? And if I think about it, 4 goes into 16 4 times down, and 12 goes into 36 3 times across. That means that if I split this up, I would come, there would be 4, 8, 12, 16. And then when I came across, here would be 12, 24, 36. So if I just extend my lines out and look at what I have I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of that grid. So I know that if I take my cost, which was $48 for a single one, if I multiply that by 12, that will give me the new cost of my banner because it's 12 times the size of my original. So I do 48 times 12, and that will give me $576.